Welcome. I am Eli, priest. I stand before you now cloaked in the fiery spirit of the Most High Creator, my face etched with wisdom and bearing the weight of ancient sorrows that have shaped the very fabric of existence. Listen, do you hear it? Listen to that drum beat, for it carries the whispers of the oldest tales, stories that predate civilization itself, truths that have been waiting in the shadows for someone brave enough to speak them. Tonight, we delve into something extraordinary. Tonight, we speak of the 11th Player, a journey into the cosmos. The 11th Player. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, the sons of thunder, they remember. And when I say they remember, I don't mean the faded recollections you and I experience. No. This is memory as a living force, memory that burns and cuts and transforms. 11 is not merely a number on some cosmic roster. This is a being forged with an unbroken will, a spirit hammered into existence in heaven's forge, yet tempered in the very furnace of hell itself. Spirit of the cosmos merged with the temple, the dust body of the earth. This being, this impossible fusion of divine and earthly, has been transformed into an anointed mouthpiece of the Most High Spirit. But understand this, transformation is never gentle. It is rebirth through fire, evolution through dissolution. The 11th Player remembers history like a wound that never heals. They carry within them the deep cuts, the scorching flames of ages past. This memory, this relentless, merciless recall, fuels their very essence like coal, feeding a furnace that can never be extinguished. Here's where they diverge from the masses, those souls who mistake ripples for waves. While others wade in emotional puddles, their feelings dancing like water striders on the surface, the 11th Player dwells in the deep places. They feel things with the force of a tsunami. They are unafraid to plunge into the abyss of life's darker, more uncomfortable truths, those realities that make ordinary people avert their eyes and change the subject. This emotional bravery, this willingness to wrestle with the night itself, sets them apart like a lighthouse beacon cutting through the storm. They possess a capacity for understanding life's challenges and complexities that would drive most souls to madness. Their connection to the deep waters of the subconscious runs as deep as a lifeline to the very wellspring of existence. The Word, those unlocked scriptures of King James, allows them to process emotions not just for themselves, but for the very ground on which they stand, for the people who gather around them. This depth, this oceanic soul, makes them unparalleled in providing emotional support. They are the ones who will descend into the most vulnerable, shadowed chambers of the human heart and, with a steady hand that has known its own darkness, guide others to do the same. A roaring lion kills no game. The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 4 declares, "Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high." The 11th Player may seem secretive, cautious, their movements deliberate as a chess master contemplating checkmate. Like the desert creature guarding its precious waterhole, they don't give their trust lightly. But once that trust is forged, once that bond is established in the crucible of shared experience, they become fiercely loyal, a sentinel, unwavering. They are protective of those they hold dear with unwavering devotion. This loyalty springs from a place of absolute emotional investment. They do not give their heart easily, no, That would be reckless. But when they do, it is given utterly, entirely, without reservation. This makes them dependable friends, steadfast partners, colleagues who will stand with you when the world itself seems to be crumbling. They are the baobab trees in your desert, unmoving even when the very earth trembles beneath them. However, this same profound loyalty is a double-edged sword that cuts both ways. Betrayal? It wounds them with surgical precision, carves gashes deeper than any blade could manage. Once trust is shattered, it becomes a monumental task, perhaps an impossible one, for the 11th player to forgive, to forget. For their emotions, like the deepest rivers, run cold and swift and unforgiving. This contributes to their reputation for being unforgiving, even vengeful. But understand this, children of dust and starlight, their responses are fueled not by petty malice, but by an unyielding sense of justice, a primal, righteous desire to right the wrongs that have been committed against the natural order. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Most High Spirit. Thunders from the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 19. The 11th player understands this divine mandate in their very marrow. They are the physical embodiment of spirit in the realms of desolate earth. No matter how long the night is, the day is sure to come. The 11th player possesses a magnetic presence, an enigmatic charm that draws others in like moths to a sacred flame. But this is not the artificial magnetism of the shallow and desperate. They don't overtly seek attention. They simply exist, holding back more than they reveal, creating an air of intrigue that others find utterly fascinating. They captivate not with grand gestures, but with an intensity, an authenticity that resonates in the deepest chambers of the human heart. People sense that they are in the presence of something rare and powerful and true. The 11th player is rarely superficial. Their very breath is driven by a relentless search for truth. And this quest, this sacred hunger, is reflected in every facet of their being, their relationships, their work, their personal pursuits. People are drawn to this raw authenticity, this profound sense of purpose, which stands in stark contrast to the fickle, flighty spirits that flit through the world like autumn leaves caught in a whirlwind. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Spirit reveals in the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 13. The transformative nature of the 11th player is perhaps their most remarkable trait, a truth represented in the very spirit of the Most High. These individuals are intimately associated with the phoenix, that ancient symbol of death and rebirth. The 11th player is not afraid of change. They actively seek it out, especially when it leads to growth, to profound transformation. They possess a unique, almost terrifying ability to regenerate after setbacks, after failures that would destroy lesser beings. They use these experiences not as burdens to be carried, but as fuel to be consumed, transforming them into strength, into evolution. This resilience is one of their greatest strengths. They can endure significant challenges and emerge not just intact, but more empowered, more profoundly themselves. The 11th player possesses an innate understanding of life's cycles of destruction and renewal. They know that these processes are not merely necessary for growth, they are the very engines of growth itself. And they embrace these fiery trials with a courage that humbles all who witness it. The man who fears nothing is not brave. He who fears but conquers his fear is brave. Moreover, the 11th player is intensely ambitious, driven by an inner fire that scorches mediocrity wherever it finds it. They are not content with half measures, with the comfortable compromises that allow most people to sleep peacefully at night. They push themselves relentlessly to achieve greatness in their chosen fields. This determination springs from both their profound emotional intensity and their deep, almost visceral desire for power and control. Listen to these words from the 110th Psalm of King David. The Spirit of the Most High said unto the 11th player, Sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Spirit shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. Spirit hath sworn, and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek. Spirit at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head. The 11th player longs to be in charge of their own destiny, to sculpt their path from the raw clay of existence itself. They thrive in environments where they can assert their will, where they can shape outcomes, where their vision can become manifest reality. Their ambition is not for success's sake alone. It is fueled by an inner drive to understand the deeper truths of life, to unearth the hidden mechanisms that govern existence, and to make a lasting impact upon the cosmos itself. The 11th player is not just seeking success. They want to transform the cosmos itself. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Can you tread the fiery path of the 11th player? Can you look into the depths of your own soul and discover the cosmic power that lies dormant within? The choice, as always, is yours. If this journey into the cosmos has resonated with your spirit, please like and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us continue to explore these profound mysteries of existence. See you in the next episode, where we'll delve even deeper into the cosmic mysteries that shape our reality.